All right, so we got the, what is it? V13 self-driving, 13.2.1, and then the 12 software, which is 2024, 39.15, and a bunch of numbers on there. I'll put them on the screen possibly. But apparently, we've got this full self-driving supervised press and hold. So we're gonna press and hold that. I've already got a destination in. Tap the brake to confirm. Now it wants me to apply a slight, I guess I gotta hold my hand on there for a second. There we go. Backing up, we're gonna go to the chiropractor here. Now the sand just fell. I'm building a sand pit. First off, I've noticed this steering wheel is way smoother in this parking lot. Normally it's like tick, 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 tick. Way smoother. Take a look at that. I'll open this up so you guys can see that. Perfect. Stop. Well, it's a lot smoother than the last versions, but it's very cautious. Coming out of that area there, that was a very clear and open area. So it caught that pedestrian. I can't see that pedestrian right there, but it picked it up, and he's about to walk through here. He's got him again, and you'll see him just coming in across over here. This guy's tweaking or something like that. I don't know what he's doing. But it picked him up, passed over those bushes there. I wonder if it's ever going to push in the horn, like when someone doesn't go green on green. All right, well, heading down this road, it was super smooth. You can probably see the steering wheel's not even moving. But for whatever reason, I would normally go straight here at this next light. It decided to turn. Couldn't tell you why, but it took us down here to go cross over the light. And this area right here, super smooth again. You can see the steering wheel. This whole time driving, I think it was probably about 6 miles total, I did not have to touch the steering wheel, and I didn't get any warnings. This attention monitoring is working pretty well. I'm not touched the steering wheel. We've been over a minute or two. And now we've got to determine these 3 lanes. One goes straight, one goes left, one goes right. Now, both my wife and I, we get into this parking lot, and it is a nightmare. It's just so many people coming in, so many people at the stop sign. I'm going to try to not do any intervention on this and get in here, because it says that it's going to take us to, how do I get over there? There we go. It's going to take us to that pin right there, but we're going to have to cross over where this stop sign is. I was hoping they were going to have radar weather on this, but zooming out, I have the hardware for the 2023 Model Y here with hardware 4 in it, but I don't see any indication that there's going to be any radar. There's no settings that you can do in here to actually turn it on or off either. So maybe there's something else coming down the pipeline, but here we go. You know what I noticed in this is the acceleration is a lot different. It is smoother. It's not as, you know, on the pedal flooring. Remember, we're going to try and get through this whole thing. That was really smooth right there, and it actually pre-turned as that car was still passing. But where does it take us to? Is it actually going to take us to the spot where the business is and drop you off, or is it going to park? I don't think it's gonna park. Made a little right swerve right there to get next to this curb, apparently. And that's it. So it would stop us here. We're gonna go ahead and park now. I have to manually park, but we'll see if, does this do the auto park and angled parking lot? Here really quick, we'll be right back and we'll get ourselves all the way home. We'll find out if this car will actually pull in the driveway now. All right, so that was a good adjustment in there. We have to put in the destination here. We're gonna put in home. Got that, 6 minutes, and we'll speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole thing. You have to press and hold here, which would be 10 times easier, probably just to do this. You gotta tap the brake, and it's on its way. All right, after the quick stop at the chiropractor, I let this thing do what it needed to do to get home. Now right here, it made a turn at this first little opening. It should have went down to the next one so we could get a clear shot. And by doing that, this car coming up on the left got to the front lane right there, and now we got to sit behind it. But with the magic of editing, we don't have to sit here. It's a very clean approach to these stops right here. It's not slamming on the brakes like it used to. And I think there's some really good improvements on this one. And as we get down here, same thing, just nice and smooth. It picks the lanes that we need to be in. We're about to make a right-hand turn at this next street, so it doesn't jump over into the fast or the inside lane. And that is a problem that I noticed before. Constantly wanting to stay in the fast lane, whether it would be on any one of the settings. We're gonna do a couple videos coming up here soon. I'm a former police officer and a friend of mine is as well. We're gonna drive these cars, or this car, and find out how many violations they actually commit based off of both of us being traffic enforcement units. So we're gonna do that here on the next video. So if you wanna check that out, make sure you subscribe. Come up this four-way. This is a pretty easy one. This is just straight down shot, and there's a cop sitting over there watching it. Look at him. Look at him. Let's see if we cross it. Nice and clean. You ain't getting me, son. So coming up through here, normally I was getting a right-hand turn signal here at this fork, but on this one it corrected it, not doing it anymore. Everything's painted pretty well right here, so I didn't have to worry about it. But I was really curious on what's gonna happen when we try to get into the driveway here. Let's take a watch. Where's it gonna park? Oh, it's gonna block you in. That's where it's going. It blocked you in. We made it home. We're good. You don't want to try this when you've been drinking or anything like that. It's not designed for that, but we're gonna. You ready to get out? Your hand's good? Mm-hmm. Wife is in the back. She was holding the camera the whole time. Thanks for watching, like and subscribing, and we'll see you again soon.